the auto regen works on the Porsche Taycan. This is a model year 2022 Porsche Taycan with the performance battery plus and sports chrono package, but it doesn't have drive. And wait for me, because how the auto regen works is basically like an adaptive braking system. It's using the regen function to decrease the speed in such way to prevent from not colliding with the car in front. So it basically keeps a distance of around 2 or 3 cars at max. The auto regen it can be simply activated by long pressing the button that you find on the steering wheel. This one. So right now the auto regen is turned off. If you press it once, it will just turn off manually and it will do a regen no matter what. And now if you long press, the A sign will come there, and that basically tells you that you are on auto regen. Keep in mind that this car does not have drive, and I think in conjunction with drive and adaptive cruise control, this setup is meant for basically one pedal driving, but with a slight twist, because at speeds under 15 kilometers an hour, the regen won't work and you have to use the friction brakes. Now this is a case in point. I'm not touching any single pedal. You can see I'm basically on the accelerator, and the car did a slight regen just to keep the distance between me and the car in front of about 2 cars length. Anything, and this is how the auto regen works. It's basically an adaptive brake, if you want to call it like that. You see now it feels that we are too close, and it uses just a little bit of regen just to decrease the speed a little bit so we gain some distance. Let me get closer to that. You see, it regens so much so that we gain about 2 cars in front of us, between the car in front and me. In this video we are going to do a trip of around 200 kilometers. Right now we are 40 kilometers in, and the consumption is pointed at around 20 kilowatt hour for every 100 kilometers. At the end of the video you will actually see what is the consumption using the auto regen. I think it will help because the way this road is built, it has different speed limiters, and for that I need to accelerate and then brake and then accelerate again. So I'm not actually touching the brake pedal. It does this by herself. One thing I don't really like about the conjunction with the basic cruise control is that when you set up a speed, let's say you want a 93, let's increase the car is increasing the speed, but it doesn't take the car in front, so it won't use regen. And now if I deactivate the cruise control, it regens quite a lot. I think this feature is not well calibrated. As you guys saw on the cruise control, it wasn't able to decrease the speed when it sensed a car in front. So that should be an easy software update. Another thing that I don't like is the fact that whenever you turn off the car and then you turn it on again, it doesn't preserve the setting. And this is another software update which can be implemented tomorrow if they want. But the auto regen is not available for some reason. Let's just check the temperature. 32 degrees, not too hot. It's ideal temperature. Let's I don't know why. That's interesting. For some reason now the auto regen works again. I don't really know what happened. I think there was a software bug for some reason, or the battery might be too hot in order for the auto regen to work. But neither of these two indicators changed. The battery is still at 32 degrees Celsius, and the 12 volt battery is at 13.6.7 volts. We shall see what happens. And now the magic, not a single pedal, and it's regen in order to keep the distance to the car in front. As you guys saw just a second ago, I pressed the brake pedal just to decrease my speed a little bit faster, and then it continued with the auto regen until I reached a safe distance between the car in front of me. Based on my math, there is actually a great improvement in range, about 11 to 12% more. If you want that number to be speculated in a kilometer range, I would think that the regen will gain you between 30 to 35 kilometers of range. A slight annoying thing with the auto regen is that it keeps turning off, and the reason why might be because if you regen a lot, you will stress out, I think, the 80 you will stress out the 800 volt architecture. The software is telling you that it's not okay to keep the auto regen on for this amount of kilometers, and for the sake of this video, I will keep turning on the auto regen to see what really happens. So far the battery temperature stayed at 32 degrees flat. What do you think of the auto regen feature? Is it useful? Will you use it on your Taycan, or if you already have this car, are you using it? Me personally, I don't really use regen. I just used it for the purpose of this video. I think I like coasting more than regen. It's kind of annoying that the car brakes most of the time. It's really helpful. It really saved me from 2 occasions. Right now is braking because a car in front brakes. If you don't have the adaptive cruise control, this feature is a very useful one if you are not really paying close attention to the traffic. but I think you should do that. In my opinion, this feature is helpful. It will help many of you guys who want the best consumption ever, but you really have to pay close attention to the notifications that you get in the instrument cluster, because it deactivates the auto regen for a reason. It's not by accident, and is not a software bug. For now, I will keep it turned off because I really like coasting as much as possible. This is how I was able to achieve the 500 kilometer mark. But after I do my software update, I will do another range test, and I will do a range test with regen turned off, and a video separately with the auto regen to compare the values that I will get. My consumption is 17.9, more or less 18 kilowatt hour of consumption. Usually when I do this exact piece of road, I get between 20 and 21 kilowatt hour for every 100 kilometers. Keep in mind that I have the 21-inch Michelin wheels. This consumption is amazing. At the moment I'm running in normal mode. So far I was running in range mode, and I think it had something to do, because in range mode, as we all know, the cooling isn't as important. The range is more important, and it restricting the cooling of the battery. But right now I'm in normal mode, and I will keep running in normal mode for around 20 more kilometers. But I think this video will come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see how you can preserve the 800 volt battery, click on this icon here, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao!